What's good, y'all? How you feeling? Let me get this Instagram going as well, because we live right now. But the things I'm about to talk about and I'm about to show you, yeah, it's funny. It's funny to me. And I'm gonna tell you why it's funny. All right. So you got all these different people, influencers who say that they're not influencers, but they're influencers, trying to influence people to be mad, be angry that Trump is fixing DC. Now, first I'm gonna show you this clown. All right. Now, first, before I get into it, before I show you all of this stuff, I just want to say, the guy that I'm about to show you, I shared a reel earlier, shared a little short video of him in a restaurant. Now, I unfollowed him a while ago, but his stuff still pops up on the For You page. His name is Jolly Good Ginger. So he's in a restaurant. And this is after he's been going on a rant, a tirade, right? About what Trump's doing inside of DC, right? What's up, y'all? I see you in the chat. So this fool, he's in there and some white guy wearing a MAGA hat, and I think he's a part of the LGBT community. He's arguing with them. So the lady that's with the Jolly Good Ginger guy, she calls him, a sissy boy, but with an F. You know what I'm saying? Called him a sissy boy, but using the F, agate. You know what I'm saying? Say it like that, an agate. So she called him that, and I just was shocked because I'm like, yo, I thought that you guys was the tolerant and y'all were a friend of the LGBTQ community. So anyway, this is the guy I'm about to show you. All right. Now he's out in DC. He tried to get everybody to come out because, they were doing this big old thing in DC. So he wanted to rally up his people to follow him to come out to DC to protest what Trump is doing in DC. So let's check him out and see what he's talking about.
Allowed them to drag black men in handcuffs across the TV screen every day on the evening news so that America would be conditioned to believe that the war on drugs was the war on black and brown community.
Now, see what he did right there? That's called pandering. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny to me because he's pandering to a group full of white folks. Nothing against white folks, but you talking about the black and brown community, ain't no black and brown people out there to support you, all right? Maybe one, might have one.
We allowed the rise of Donald Trump. We allowed MAGA. Yeah. And now here we are, full circle.
Here we are.
Cleaning up our streets.
Yes. Trump is cleaning up the streets of DC, not your streets, fool. Because nigga, you ain't even from DC, dog. You like from somewhere else. You're not even from DC, bro. Come on, man.
Is what they tell us. Here we are, full circle. We're just trying to get the thugs off the street.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here we are, full circle, as we allow them to harass the unhoused, to further over-police black and brown neighborhoods, to terrorize migrants, and to suppress the voices of dissent.
But yet you're over there in DC with your voice not being suppressed. Have a nice following on social media. Ain't nobody suppressing nothing. They stopping crime. Stupid.
Let me be loud and clear. Not on our watch.
I mean, it is definitely happening on your watch, though. I mean, I just want to point this out. I mean, I hear what you're saying, right? But it's definitely happening on your watch. And the reason why I say that is this right here. Okay. So let me pull this up. Check this out, y'all. Hold on. This is brought to you from Freedom News. My man at Freedom News. Check this out. It's definitely happening. It's definitely happening on your watch. All of y'all are out there right now, and guess what? You're there safe because it all happened on your watch. Everything happened on your watch. Cash, what are you talking about? What happened? What happened? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what happened. All right? This happened. Hold on. Wait a minute. This right here happened, y'all. Shout out to this guy. I don't know who he is. But yeah, doing a good job.
Yeah, right now we're just out in public, right? In full uniforms, all right? Kind of like a community outreach showing our citizens that we're out here to keep them safe. And that's all it is. So we're not out here, we're not making arrests, we're not grabbing people up or throwing them in the back of the cars like some people have already accused us of doing. We're walking around talking to people. If I see somebody that's filming, I have no problem going up and saying, hey, how are you? because we're just doing the kinder, friendlier. We're out here, so hopefully, if anybody is around here that is going to try and shoot up the place tonight, or rob somebody, or kidnap somebody, that they're deterred because there's so many of us out here. And that's it. That's really what we're trying to do out here.
So are you patrolling for anything? You are patrolling?
Yeah.
Patrolling.
Yeah. So if we come across something, then of course we're going to act in accordance with what our policies and procedures.
So basically he's saying, look, we walking around to let them know that we out here to be on high alert and not do nothing stupid. Fair. That's pretty fair. They ain't undercover. They out there in their full gear like, look, we here.
But you're not looking for something specific at this moment?
Not looking for anything specific. All we're doing is trying to interact with people, talk to people, say hi to people, make sure they know that we're out here. And, yeah, and that's it, really, yeah.
How has the reaction been from people out here?
I think it's mixed. Yeah, I think it's mixed. I think there's some people that are out here that don't want to see us out here. I don't know.
The criminals and lunatic leftists that don't live in DC, that's who. Everybody else is really happy with them being out there, and I'm gonna prove that with DC residents, natives that you don't see out there protesting. The residents of DC ain't out there protesting. It's funny. It's so funny that these are all out of town people that are out there protesting right now that do not live in DC. It's hilarious, but let's let them keep talking.
Why they don't want to see us out here. I've talked to a bunch of people that said they feel more concerned about us out here because now there's more guns out on the street. I think there's a difference of a trained law enforcement officer who has a gun than a criminal who has a gun, especially when that gun doesn't have a serial number, you don't know whose gun it is, and they're out popping off rounds to hurt somebody or kill somebody, but we're out here to protect that, and that's all we're out here to do. So it is, I mean, it is disheartening to us as law enforcement officers, but we're used to it by now, that we're out here to help serve and protect and keep people from getting hurt, and that's all we're trying to do out here.
Given the size of DC, how do you choose where did you go?
So that's all from our team leaders. There is a joint operations center. That joint operations center is picking certain areas. So right now we're going to be here, Navy Yard, around the metros and all that stuff, because those are the high traffic areas. So they want us to be in those high traffic areas because that's where the majority of the stuff's happening.
Are there?
So that's it. Plain and simple. They out there trying to stop crime. It's literally that simple, right? Now, this is going to trigger some people on the left, but it needs to be shown, because this brother, I like him. I like this guy. I like his take on it because it's the truth.
Hey, make sure y'all understand this too. I forgot to talk about this. The last straw for Trump to trigger all this stuff that's going on in D.C. was a 3-year-old black girl getting killed. And y'all say he targeted black people, but the last straw was a 3-year-old black girl getting killed.
Sounds racist to me. You mean Trump actually cared about a little black girl that lost her lives at the hands of some ruthless little young dudes or older dudes? I don't know. But they took this little baby's life, and Trump said, nuh-uh, not no more. Not a little white girl, which it wouldn't matter. A little girl, period, is bad. But, you know, he said, yo, he did this because of a little black girl. And this is a brother that lives in D.C. He's a D.C. native.
Y'all care more about hating him than kids.
Facts.
Crazy.
Facts. Y'all care more about hating him than you do about the kids. That brother spoke some truth right there. Now we're going to get some more truth. You guys want to hear some more truth? Check this out. I like this. I like this. All these brothers from D.C., shout out to y'all, man.
So everybody
taking a stand
about Trump releasing the National Guard out there in D.C. Everybody tripping about Trump putting the military in them towns. Well, if you're not a criminal, if you're not out there in them streets doing anything you ain't got no business doing, you don't have anything to worry about.
Facts.
If you're not the gunslinger, if you're not the street runner,
Facts.
if you're not the one that's out there being notorious in those streets,
Facts.
if you're not the one putting tears in parents' eyes for
Preach.
no reason,
Preach.
for things, for stuff, if you're not out there terrorizing people, just wreaking havoc on the streets, you don't have anything to worry about.
Big facts.
If you're not the problem, don't make yourself the problem. When the military hit them streets and they start grabbing people by the neck, I'm gonna be right there on my porch with a nice margarita, sitting there chilling, saying, I told you so. I mother freaking told you so.
I feel that, bro. I feel that. And that's the truth. If you're not out there doing anything wrong, you got nothing to worry about. Nothing. I've been watching all the videos. I got a ton of them. I've been watching. I got to listen to this. Now y'all hear the people at DC talking, right? Now, listen to this. I'm not even going to insult you like that, lady. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
It's mad goofy that they couldn't deploy the National Guard to help people in the Central Texas floods. Meanwhile, they got troops and tanks posted outside of Union Station in D.C. to stop crime that does not exist.
Crime that does not exist? Okay.
I mean, crime is at a 30-year low in D.C. They got troops literally standing around, not doing shit, twiddling their thumbs, joking around, running in and out of the station, getting snacks and whatever.
You look like you just got some snacks. I'm sorry, I had to.
Like, what are we doing? We are wasting millions of dollars to do what? Nothing.
To do what? Well, let's hear it from another DC native of what's being done.
Able to chill at a red light with my window down.
Hold on. She said doing what? This is what?
Finally able to chill at a red light with my window down. Not worried about if one of them young niggas is coming. Ride through the city. Feeling more safe than I ever felt.
So that's what they're doing. They're making the DC residents feel more safe than they ever felt. You got people who don't create content, making content to try to combat the misinformation that's coming out from the left, from leftist influencers, saying this is a bad thing. While the DC residents are over here like, yo, I'm over here chilling at a red light and it's peaceful and yeah, life is good. Trump has literally turned DC into paradise for DC residents who have never experienced peace in DC. Yet you got these people on here crying, talking about Trump's doing something bad and we need to go protest. Stupid. Shut up. Stupid. You just stupid. Here, let's go to another one. Let's hear what this brother talking about. Let's hear him again. This is the same brother from earlier.
So now y'all mad at Trump for cleaning up DC, cleaning up the nation's capital. And I think it's crazy, especially if you a DMV native. When we go out and do things, we typically go to DC. We all have seen some BS in DC. I've lost friends to gun violence in DC. I've been out partying and heard gunshots in DC. Then you go somewhere like the Wharf to the Felipe Chow and people getting robbed at Felipe Chow. And I can continue, but I ain't really trying to go there today. But it ain't safe, and you can't even really enjoy yourself, man. Oh, one more. They said the Capital One Arena is the most dangerous arena in the country. If you've been down there in Gallery Place, you already know. So knowing that these things affect us and affect our safety, especially y'all with kids, how can you get mad at that? Like, I promise y'all, and listen, I'm in the middle. I don't rock with either party. But if Biden or Kamala was doing this, y'all would be happy. Real talk.
Facts.
Like, I know the little young YNs is out of control, man. And y'all sick of them too. But again, y'all just like to be outraged about anything.
Facts. Preach. And that's really what it comes down to, y'all. That's really what it comes down to. They just want to be outraged about anything. Because if they really did care, if they really cared, if the people that are out there protesting right now had a legitimate argument, I mean, they wouldn't be out there protesting if they really cared and they had a real argument to be made. They wouldn't be out there. They wouldn't be out there. They don't argue for things that are real. They only come out and argue for things that are make-believe. You know, like police rapidly taking the lives of black men, racist white cops. They'll come out for that, even though statistics and real life, you know, shows that police officers ain't out here just taking the lives of black folks. It's just not a thing. It doesn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Not for no reason. Most of the time. Now, does it happen sometimes? Obviously, anything. A lot of stuff happens sometimes, but they pushed it as if it's just this epidemic. And it wasn't. Just like they're out there right now saying that Trump is doing something bad by having the troops out there in D.C. Oh, no. We got to go protest to protect our black and brown people. because they're the ones that are being persecuted right now under this tyrannical mustache man like figure that we call the Tangerine Terror, Donald J. Trump. We got to go and protect them because it's not going to happen on our watch. Meanwhile, the residents are like, yo, this is peaceful. You know, I ain't never been this safe I've never felt this safe in DC before. Thanks, President Trump. But the people not from there that happen to be white liberals come out and say, you don't know what you're saying. You only think you're safe, but really death is right around the corner if you allow this to happen. No, fool. Death was around the corner the other day when they killed my little cousin. Death was around the corner yesterday when I got shot. My man's held up his arm and showed it. I just got shot. I ain't never felt this safe. I'm sick of having to walk outside and think about if somebody's going to come and try to take my life for no other reason other than they don't like the way that I look or the way that I wear my hat or whatever the case is, or somebody pulling up to a red light and they stop in there for a minute and then some little young dude comes, put a pistol in your face and tells you get out the car and then shoot you anyway. They not worrying about those things right now, but all these influencer, white, liberal, leftist, socialist, communist, fascist, anarchists are showing up in droves into DC right now, trying to make them think that something is bad that is actually good. It's insane to me. And this is why most common sense people can't stand leftist. Now, I'm not talking about my people that's Democrat and they're moderate and all of that, the common sense, regular people. I'm talking about people that are so extreme that if something is done that is right, that is good, and it comes from the Republican Party or somebody wearing a MAGA hat, then they can't support it. I'm talking about them. I'm talking about people like the Jolly Green Ginger or Jolly, what's his name? Jolly Good Ginger. People like him. Talking about people like AOC. I'm talking about all of those types of people, the Harry Sissons of the world. You can't see anything good just because it comes from what you determine to be MAGA. If Trump does anything, Trump can literally end world war. He can end starvation and homelessness and all of these things. And y'all will still say something bad. Because everything that he's done good, you can't come out and say, yo, Trump, you did a good job on this one, man. I hate you and I can't stand your Cheeto skin. But I'm okay with this one. You did good here. I've yet to see one do that except for Hillary Clinton. Surprisingly enough, Hillary Clinton came out praising Trump. Did you guys see that clip? Hillary Clinton actually was honest, which I thought was impressive. Like, kudos to you, Hillary. That's what I'm talking about. Maybe the people that follow her will take a note from her book and say, hey, you know what? Some of these things are good. Good job, President Trump. You know, instead of trying to just play this freaking role, and I hate it. It drives me crazy. And I've been staying away from the politics as much as I can, but God, I think it's God, literally. It's got to be God putting all this stuff in front of my face. Every day I'm seeing people that I don't follow with their takes on things, and I'm like, I'm scratching my head, man. And it blows my mind because these ain't people from the hood. These ain't people that had a rough upbringing. These ain't people that lived any other kind of life that I and people like me, you know, come from. But yet you know best what's best for us. You know best for us. We telling you that we feel good now. That we are actually seeing improvement underneath this Trump administration. Life has gotten a little better. I'm okay with the prices of things right now. You know, things are starting to look up. My city seems a little bit safer. We could tell you this all day long, and y'all like, no, you just don't understand. You can't think right. Oh, you've been poisoned. You've been poisoned by the right. You're drinking the orange Kool-Aid. No, we just got our own mind. We have our own mind. We actually live in these places. We see what's going on. And it blows my mind because y'all ain't taking in nobody. Y'all want to cry about the illegal immigrations and the crackdown on illegal immigrants. But ain't none of y'all stepped up to say, hey, you could come and live with me. I'm going to hide you out. I'm going to hide you in my house and I'm going to protect you. No, we can't protect you that way. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the streets and we're going to protest. We're going to protest on your behalf and call Trump bad. That's how we're going to help. Well, can I come and stay with you, please? I don't have no place to go. They're going to send me away. No, I cannot do that. But I'm going to help you in a better way. I'm going to protest. Yes, I'm going to protest on your behalf. You're morons. You're morons. I'm calling it how it is, man. You're morons. And you're trying to keep a divide going in this country. You're trying to keep things going that don't need to be. You can't just accept the good that's come to the country by way of President Trump. And it just pisses me off. So yeah, I guess I'm back. I'm back officially for y'all. Just for y'all. I can't be all the way back. I want to cuss y'all out so bad right now. I want to call you all kinds of names. I really do. But I'm not. I'm just going to come on here and do what I'm doing right now. Just talk about things from my perspective. Let me just throw this out here. To all the white liberals that show up and protest on behalf of blacks and browns for things that we ain't protesting about because it's not real to us, okay? You can stop. You can stop. We don't need your help. We don't need you to be our white liberal savior. We don't need that. We're fine. We got this, okay? Just go do something else. You know, find a different movement. Just, whatever. Do what you do. But we don't need your help. That's all. That's all I got. I love y'all. I hope y'all have a good day. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. You know, I do all kinds of stuff. I just create. You know, sometimes I'm on here talking about this. Sometimes I'm just putting up some real cool videos, getting ready for the short film. So go check out some of my stuff if you haven't. And I'm on all social media platforms, except for communist Chinese TikTok. I'm there, but I'm not. But I'm there. But I'm not. YouTube and Facebook is the way to go if you want to keep up with me. All right. X2. You know. Unite. Don't fight. Be a street light. There's only you can be the change you wish to see in the world. And when you get too stressed out, you got to remember to pray, America, because without God, everything falls apart. So don't be a godless, fascist, socialist, communist, Marxist, leftist. Get God. Okay? The real God. The one true God. All right?